This man worked hard all week, but his boss only handed him $300. He tried to speak up for himself, but instead got beaten by a SWAT team. That was already a terrible day, until he got home and faced something even worse. As he went upstairs to shower, his wife was suddenly attacked. When he came back down, she was lying lifeless on the floor. Then, someone sprayed something in his face. Dazed, he saw the killer making strange hand signs before everything went black. When he woke up, Jason had a knife in his hand, and his wife's body was next to him. The police believed he was the killer and threw him in jail. The guards, noticing his strong build, tried to use him as an example. After torturing him a bit, they threw him into a cell. He hoped to get some rest, but his cellmates had other ideas. Later, hearing the noise, the guards assumed Jason was being beaten up. But when they got there, all the inmates were on the floor. Jason didn't realize the prison was on the sea and full of violent criminals. Among them was a feared prison bully. One day at lunch, the bully sat across from him and spat in his food. Jason didn't want trouble, but the bully's crew came over to mock and push him around. Jason had enough and fought back. When the guards came, they took him to the warden. But instead of punishment, the warden praised him. She already knew his background. Jason was once a talented race car driver. The warden secretly controlled everything in the prison, including a deadly race competition she broadcasted for money. The most popular racer was a man named Frank. But after an accident left Frank horribly disfigured, he wore a mask. A few days ago, Frank was badly hurt and died, but no one outside the prison knew. To keep the race money coming in, the warden wanted Jason to take Frank's place. She promised freedom to any inmate who won 5 races. Frank had already won 4. Jason only needed 1 more. Jason agreed, hoping to uncover the truth about his wife's death. He joined the racing crew. The team's coach helped Jason learn about the cars and explain the rules. 3 rounds total. The first 2 rounds were about knocking out as many opponents as possible. The final round was a speed race. First to the finish line wins. To make the event more popular, every car had a female co-driver to help spot obstacles. Just then, a group of men walked by. Jason noticed they all wore tracking bracelets. It hit him. That's the same kind of bracelet the man wore the night his wife was murdered. Now he was suspicious. He started to think his wife's death, and Frank's, might be tied to the prison, but for now, he had no choice but to race. On race day, Jason wore Frank's mask and stepped into the arena.